So, let's get right into it. We're living in this age of non-stop connection, right? The whole world feels like it's right there in our pocket. But what's this digital heartbeat, this constant flow of information? What's it actually doing to us, to our sense of community?
It's the big paradox of our time, isn't it? You've got hundreds, maybe thousands of friends online, but you can still feel totally alone. It's a weird feeling, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack in this explainer.
To really get a handle on this feeling, we've got to first grasp just how massive this whole digital world has become. I mean, it's not just a part of our world anymore. For a lot of us, it kind of is our world.
Okay, look at that number, 4.9 billion. That is just staggering. We're talking more than half the entire planet. This isn't some niche hobby anymore, you know? This is a fundamental part of being a human today. And all of that constant hum of likes and shares and comments and DMs, that's what we're calling the new digital pulse. It's like this constant rhythmic beat of global conversation, and we're all tapping along to it, whether we realize it or not. But, you know, to really get where we are now, we have to rewind a bit. We've got to remember what the original promise was. And honestly, it was incredible. It was this almost utopian idea of creating a world where distance just didn't matter anymore. And wow, for a long time, it really delivered on that promise, didn't it? It didn't matter how specific your hobby was, you could find your people. It could shrink oceans between you and your family. You could keep friendships going for a lifetime or get instant support when you really, really needed it. It was, and it still can be, a huge force for good.
Yeah, this was the big dream, right? This idea of a global village, a place where nobody had to feel like an outsider ever again because your community, your people, they were just a click away. It's a really beautiful and powerful vision.
But then something started to shift. That promise of the global village, well, it started to feel less like a village and more like a really crowded, really loud party where nobody's actually listening to you. And that brings us right back to that big paradox.
And this is where you see that huge gap between what we expected and what we often get. We were promised a global village, but what we got were these algorithmic echo chambers, right? These little bubbles where we only hear what we already think. We thought we'd have endless friends, but instead, we just scrolled through what you could call performative happiness. That constant support we hoped for, it often turned into just comparison and anxiety. And all of this doesn't lead to deeper connection. It often leads to feeling really deeply lonely. Let's zoom in on that phrase for a second. Performative happiness. You know exactly what this is. It's the highlight reel. It's the perfect vacation shot, the big job announcement, the flawless family portrait. It's a performance, a curated show of a perfect life. And when you're just scrolling through an endless feed of that, it's so easy to look at your own, messy, real life and feel like you're just not measuring up.
So what do? Is it all just doom and gloom? No, not at all. The key is to shift how we think about this. It's about going from being just a passive scroller, a consumer of all this content, to becoming an active architect of your own online world.
And here are 3 real, actionable things you can do. Step 1, curate your feed. Be the boss of your own timeline. If an account makes you feel bad, unfollow it. If certain topics stress you out, mute them. Take back control. Step 2, interact more than you just consume. Instead of being a lurker, just scrolling endlessly, why not leave a thoughtful comment? Actually start a real conversation. And step 3, and this one is huge, bridge the digital divide. Use these online tools to actually plan real-world stuff. A coffee, a phone call, a real-life hangout.
Okay, so let's bring this all home. The main thing to remember is that this digital pulse, it's not some crazy, uncontrollable force. You're the one with your hand on the dial.
At the end of the day, that's all this technology is. It's a tool. It's an amplifier. And yeah, it can amplify anxiety and division, but it can just as easily amplify curiosity, empathy, and real connection. It all comes down to how we decide to use it. And this quote really nails it. The challenge isn't to log off. It's to learn how to log on with purpose. The first reaction is always, I should just delete everything. But the real challenge, the one that's actually more rewarding, is to just be intentional about it. So I want to leave you with this question. Just take a second and check in with your own digital pulse. What's it telling you? Is it feeling frantic and anxious, or is it calm, maybe even purposeful? Is it really connecting you with people, or is it kind of pushing you further away? The answer to that, well, that tells you everything you need to know.